when I was doing American Graffiti, um, I was still struggling with my I don't want to be a writer syndrome. And I had some good friends of mine that I wanted to write the screenplay, but it took me like 2 years just to get the money to do a screenplay, and I got a little tiny amount of money, uh, and which I had to go actually to the Cannes Film Festival to get on my own. And so finally I got this money. I called back and I said, I got the money. We can start working on the screenplay. And they said, oh, we don't want to do that now. We got our own low budget picture off the ground, and we can't write it. I said, oh, no. And I said, what am I going to do? I'm in Europe and I'm not going to be back for like 3 months, and I want to get this thing off the ground. So they recommended another student from school that I knew pretty well. And I had a story treatment that laid out the entire story scene by scene. And so I called him up on the phone from London, and I said, do you want to do this? And he said, okay. And the person I was working with at that time as a producer made a deal with him for the whole money, because there wasn't very much. It was so tiny that he could only get him to do it for the whole amount of money. When I came back from England, the screenplay was a completely different screenplay from the story treatment. It was more like Hot Rods to Hell. It was very fantasy-like, with playing chicken and things that kids didn't really do. And I wanted something that was more like the way I grew up. So I took that and I said, okay, now here I am. I've got a deal to turn in a screenplay. I got a screenplay that is just not the kind of screenplay I want at all. And I have no money. And I spent the very last money I had saved up to go to Europe to make the deal. So I had nothing. And that was a very dark period for me. So I sat down myself and wrote the screenplay.